Hi, folks. Welcome back to Crisco's Corner. Well. California judge rules Governor Gavin Newsom overstepped authority with mail-in ballot order. The ruling prevents Newsom from changing existing law under any circumstance. This is an odd ruling, but I'll take any victories against these guys. By the way, Gavin Newsom's going to be on the short list, definitely. Make no doubt about it, for the presidency in 2024, which will be kind of a re-election campaign for President Harris, if that happens. But I digress. It's just too sweet to talk about. It really is. We'll see. A California judge has ruled that Governor Gavin Newsom overstepped his authority when he issued an executive order requiring mail-by-vote ballots sent to all registered voters, according to the report. Sutter County Superior Court Judge Sarah Hickman ruled Friday that Newsom did not have the authority to amend or change existing election law even during a pandemic. The ruling put a permanent injunction on Newsom prohibiting him from changing existing law under California Emergency Services Act. The ruling did not affect the results of the 2020 election. That was the odd part. Now, we'll just say, John, all right, so he played fast and loose with the rules maybe by sending out all those ballots. There's no way this could be an anti-Trump thing because, frankly, Trump would never win California, just like he won't win my home state of New York. I live in upstate New York. Well, that's not the point. The point is the congressional seats. The congressional seats, they want to keep as many as they can because all hell's going to break loose in a year or so when they redistrict. We all know that New York, California, and a lot of these states are losing congressional people. And they're going to have to redraw the lines, and we'll see how badly they screw Republicans, but that's another issue for another time. So this wasn't about screwing over Trump. This was about congressional districts. Don't let anybody kid you any. They wanted as many Democrats as they possibly could voting in by mail. Newsom issued the order on June 3rd, just before the state legislature passed a similar law. Two Assemblymen James Gallagher, Republican of Yuma City, and Kevin Kiley, Republican of Rockland, sued Newsom, argued that it was a legislator's role, not the governor's, to change the law. I think it's a very dangerous thing, Kiley said in his October testimony, according to Newsweek. And he's made good on his word. He's been using order after order after order. Well, these Democrat governors like to take charge, and I'm in charge, and sit down and shut up. The governor's lawyer unsuccessfully argued that the June order was rendered moot by the legislature's passage of a similar bill. Executive Order N67-20, issued by the governor on June 3rd, 2020, is void as an unconstitutional exercise of legislative power and shall be no further force or effect, Heckman's ruling said. The California Emergency Services Act does not authorize or empower the governor of the state of California to amend statutory law or make new statutory law, which is exclusively legislative function not delegated to the governor under CSEA. Heckman worried that Newsom's action could set a precedent that would allow governors to abuse the CESA to amend statutory law or create new statutory law even during a pandemic. The problem is that with stuff like this, once it finally gets through, the election's over. The judge earlier tentatively ruled that governor could issue orders but not change statutes. Well, that's an interesting ruling. Newsom's office issued a statement contending that the tentative ruling supported his authority during emergencies. The tentative ruling makes clear that the governor's statutory emergency authority is broad and constitutional, and that the governor has the authority necessary in emergencies to suspend statutes and issue orders to protect Californians, the statement said. I'm sorry, are you poking yourself in the eye now with a pencil? Just so you don't have to hear that anymore. Jesus, you think a lawyer wrote that? Additionally, this ruling has absolutely no effect whatsoever on the current election. We strongly disagree with the specific limitations and rulings on the exercise of the governor's emergency authority and are evaluating next steps. Wait a minute. They're saying that this entire suit was pointless because similar legislation passed. And now they're evaluating the next steps concerning this when they say it does absolutely nothing. Are these people really that stupid? You know, everybody hates a poor loser, but these guys won indirectly with another law through the legislature, which is heavy, heavy, heavy Democrat in their state Senate as well as their assembly. So they got what they wanted. What the hell are they mad about for? Ooh, it's a PR move. They might lose face. Jesus. These guys are just amazing to me. Just amazing. So they can't say on a campaign ad for Gavin Newsom, his opponent can say, he went against him, abuses authority, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, Jesus. You know what? This is going to be one of the front runners, this guy, for the Democrat nominee for president in 2024. In a primary with Kamala Harris, and who else knows what else by that time? President Harris, if things look like they're working out the way they're going to work out. But one never knows, because this is 2020, and we're not done with it yet. We have another month and a half to go. God knows what can happen. It's been a fun ride, folks. 1920 was a huge change for the United States, too, between allowing women to vote and prohibition. I'm not saying those were bad things or good things. I'm just saying they were big changes, so I don't want to hear it. So anyway, folks, there it is. Little preview of what's coming. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.